Well, hey folks, welcome back. So it is middle of the week. We just had 2 days of this tropical cyclone, is what they called it. I don't know. I thought we had tropical depressions, tropical storms, and then hurricanes. I guess now they got cyclones as well. Whatever. So it rained for 2 days, so it couldn't do anything. Cyclone. I guess the more the government manipulates the weather, the more they feel compelled they need to name everything. Anyway, so, man, bird shit all over the roof. I'll have to wash that off. So we have a new ignition switch showed up. Yeah, so I really think all of the starting issues that I'd had, where it was starter and solenoid and all that crap I changed, I think it was the ignition switch. This car's had ignition switch issues in the past, so it's not too surprising. But anyway, I don't think that plug's the same as what's on it, which I believe it said that we have to use the original one. Yeah. Wheel cylinder showed up too for that front wheel. That's not absolutely necessary, but it'd be nice that it doesn't pull quite so hard. All right, so we're gonna need to, I guess, hack this end off and figure out how to splice all of this back together. Oh, that ought to be fun. All right, well, that's not going to be an overnight, that's not going to be a 10-minute job. Not to do it right, at least, because I'm going to have to solder wires together and do all that fun stuff. It's not supposed to be a multiple piece unit. Anyway, so got some more sanding discs too, some wet sand sanding discs for the DA, so that that are a lot finer grit. 240 was a small. 240 was as fine as we had on the other ones, and that's just too aggressive for anything. I don't know. We're just skating here right now. Anyway, we're at volume 30 for 30, volume God only knows what. You tired of this yet? I'm starting to get burned out on it, not gonna lie. I'm starting to run out of stuff to record, and I'm sure y'all are getting tired of looking at this car. You probably just want to see it at the racetrack. I kind of want to see it at the racetrack too. But until then, all right, babble babble. Well, it's not professional by any means, but everything's been soldered and heat shrink on it. That one, I had to put a little of the liquid electrical tape on it because I cut the heat shrink part too short and it didn't cover it up all the way. And well, you know, once it's together and you can't like really go put another piece of heat shrink over it. So we covered it the best we could, and then liquid electrical tape over the rest of it. Now to get this bundled back up and see if we can figure out how to get this piece attached. All right, so it's on there. I guess let's hook the battery up and see if the starter will engage, because it wouldn't the other switch. All right. Well, nothing started smoking, so that's a good thing. The starter didn't take off all on its own. Another good thing. All right, let's see what happens. It feels better. The switch feels better when you cycle it. Okay, on works. Oh, hell yeah. I think that's fixed. Now just to put all of this crap back. I know it really wasn't a lot tonight, but I'm tired. I'm hungry. it's wired up, it's installed. I just need to put all the crap back together from the steering column, and then we can move on to the next issue. It feels a lot better when it cycles. It feels better now when it cycles than it ever has, which, I mean, that other switch was obviously just wore out. We will screw with it some more tomorrow night, put all that crap back together, and then nobody's racing this weekend. And even if they were, we're going to a little car group. We're not a club, but we're a group. Guys just randomly, somebody will send out an email and say, hey, I'm going to this brewery on Saturday. Anybody want to ride along? So a couple of guys with their old hot rods, old classic cars, they'll get together and they'll cruise on over there. Or they'll say, hey, there's a cruise in this town, and I'm going to take the 1962 Datsun or whatever over to it. And, a couple of guys will bring their old hot rod along and they'll ride over with them. So it's fun. I mean, but there's one fellow that's a member of it that's a former professional racer that lives close by. He's retired. He was very successful, multiple championships in like Trans Am racing, one of the smaller classes. And he's got a huge ass shop, and we go over there about once a year and hang out and see what he's been up to, and wave the skeeters out from in front of my face. So that's what we'll do Saturday. Anyway, I'm gonna go get something to eat. See ya.